In this video, we'll be replacing the fuel tank selector switch in this 1996 Ford F-150. So now to gain access to our fuel tank selector switch, we're going to have to remove this black trim on our dashboard. To do that, we have a few inserts right here, one on this side, one on the other side of our steering wheel. They're both going to come out the same way. We're going to use a panel tool, pop them right out. All right, so right on the other side of your steering wheel, you'll have another one. Pop that out the same way. And set those aside. Right inside there, you'll find two screws, one on each side. They're going to be a T20. We'll remove those. Now before we start pulling out our dashboard, we're going to pull out our headlight switch all the way out. You're going to turn it until you see a groove right in the very top. You're going to take a small pocket screwdriver, find that little clip in that little slot, and you're going to pry and push the clip forward or to the rear of the vehicle. And you're going to remove the knob. Now with the knob removed, you can now take your dashboard here, your black trim piece, we can pry that up and off. If you are in a vehicle with tilt column steering, you're going to want to lower your steering wheel all the way down. Unfortunately, ours doesn't have tilt column, so we're going to have to move our blinker in just a little bit. So now we're going to rotate this black trim piece up and over the steering wheel. This will give you access to this switch. We're going to use, again, a little pry tool. We're going to pop the plug off of that switch and remove the wiring. And now we have our dash trim piece, which we can take right out of the vehicle and comfortably swap this switch out on the dash. So now we have our fuel tank selector switch here, held in by two Phillips screws. Take these out. Now we can remove that old switch. We'll install our new switch. Line up our screws. And tighten it back down. Again, on this one, you are threading into or screwing into plastic. No need to over tighten. Once your new switch is in, we're going to put this piece back in the dash. So we're going to take our trim piece, sit it on our steering wheel, take our plug for our selector switch, plug in our selector switch, and then put our dash trim piece back into place. Once your dash is back in place, we can put our two screws back in. Once your two screws are in, you'll want to put your trim pieces back on. Push them into place. If in the process your bottom dashboard happened to have popped out, go ahead and put your dashboard back in. Now before pushing all the way in, I like to turn and make sure, because this is controlling your dimmer, so we may have to go in just a little bit further. Make sure your dimmer is all the way down and that your icon here, when it's all the way up or all the way down, isn't completely upside down. Once you're ready and you're happy, go ahead and push it all the way in. Give it a turn all the way and all the way the other way. And give it a pull straight out. It shouldn't come back out.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.